My first lesson that I learned this season was really stay organized. Have a set schedule for when you're going to have meetings and when you're going to work on things and specific due dates so people know when all the meetings are and are able to work around those meetings. So really try to stay organized throughout everything. My next piece of advice is to fundraise a lot. You may not think you'll need that much money, but you really will. You need the cost for hotels and for food while you're at these competitions add up to be a lot. So really make sure to have extra money because it's good to have too much than too little.
So I'd say probably the biggest lesson there is use Lexane. Don't use acrylic or any other substance really. It doesn't work. We used it and it was kind of going okay. I mean, we had some cracks when we tried to drill and stuff, and it was so-so. But then we actually got to the competition and boom, crack. The whole front's gone basically because of acrylic. So I had to replace all that with Lexane, and ever since then, no problems. So that was great. Definitely something you should know. And besides that, just know that the whole competition, everyone is very, very nice. Don't expect to walk into a situation where people don't share things. I mean, if someone comes up to your pit or if someone wants to borrow something, you give it to them. You don't just, unless you're using it, of course, then you say, well, maybe in a minute or something. But yeah, it's definitely a very different atmosphere, and I'd say the biggest lesson to learn there is that it's not your average competition, and there's a lot of sharing and working together to get everything accomplished.
My first piece of advice is to really just be prepared to talk to a lot of big corporations and people, because if you're not prepared and well organized and sounding professional, they're not going to give you your money. So make sure you have a set plan and very organized notes and details about what they're going to be investing in, because they're going to invest a lot of money, so be very prepared. Be prepared to talk to judges while at different competitions, because the things you say and do while they're in your team's area are very important to your overall doing at that said competition and your overall score as a competitor.
What I learned during this robotics season is that you should read the rules, because I stepped onto the field too early and caused our team a penalty this past season at the regionals. Another thing I learned at the last robots competition is that teamwork is the key to making a successful robot. Our team did a lot better in the Worlds competition because we worked better together.
So throughout the season, I learned that you really want to invest time in doing research on things before you actually incorporate them. Like if you're going to build a circuit that has a rotating wheel, you want to really invest time in making sure that you're using the right materials, the right wattage, and everything that actually goes into that system before you actually apply that to your robot. It'll save you a bunch of time in the building process, and you won't have any wasted time in realizing that it doesn't work and then you have to start all over from the beginning.